Back again live here, Let's Paint TV. I think I'm feeling better today. I believe. Just a little residue of stuff. Sneeze. Hey, look at those paintings. Look at all those paintings that that I made yesterday. Maybe go back to making some more today. I don't know. Also, still having some trouble. Having some trouble with the having some trouble with that camera. This camera is not. I'm not happy about this camera. Basically, I'm not happy with it, and so I'm gonna probably take it off. I think I'll take it offline because it's just not working right. I mean, I like it for other purposes. I guess I like it. I don't even. All right. Well, anyway, 818-528-4516. So, yeah, forget that camera. Oh, it shows up as there's a problem anyway. All right. Really strange. Really strange. Anyway. Okay, Friday. It's beautiful weather here in Los Angeles. I don't know if you noticed, but I took the challenge from God. I drew 100 drawings in a day. Actually, it took me about 2 hours, maybe more like 3. They're more like doodles, but I did 100 drawings in a day and posted them on eBay for $1 each. I took the challenge. And so if you'd like, you can buy them. At the moment, I have I guess 9 of them are accounted for, but there's a whole 89 left. Cray. You can look at that. You can find that. You can find that on my Let's Paint TV website. If you go to the shop link and go for eBay, look for eBay. I have 2 eBays. One are landscapes, and the other one is fun stuff like this. So if you'd like, go over there. And also last night I did another 100 drawings. So I'm at 200 drawings. I did another 100 yesterday. Actually, it kind of went into today. I still call, technically it is one day, but I titled it as for one day because I didn't want to confuse people. But in reality, I did go in about an hour to about 1 a.m. to get to 100. All right, 818. We got a lot of people watching here today. 818-528-4516. I do feel a lot better today. Thank you. I'm not sneezing. I still have a some sort of lingering funk. But I don't think I'm going to be doing too much sneezing today. I sure hope so. Anyway, if you want to call the program, there's the number, 818-528-4516. 818-528-4516 is the number. All right, so we got to take, I guess the next step here today would be, I guess, take that camera offline and put in another camera there, the one that I had always. Because mainly two factors. I don't, man. Well, I could put the other camera in there too, actually. I can put the other camera there. The other camera is less problem. I like that. I basically want a camera that I don't have to like adjust. Such a pain. I hate doing that. So I actually could put this other camera in there. Maybe I'll do that. Anyway, 818-52, you know the number. So 100 paintings. Well, I got to do 100 paintings. We have to do 100 paintings now. What I liked about the drawings, what I like about drawing, and I like about, we could do the drawings right now. In fact, maybe we could do drawing. You want to do drawings right now? We could do 100 drawings right now. We could work on that. That would fulfill my obligation. 818-528-4516. What's going over on Facebook world? Not a whole lot. Of course, we haven't let everyone know that we're here, so let's go ahead and put that up on Facebook. Let people know we are available. Command C and come over here. Command V. All right, well, we did that. Fantastic. That'll bring hordes of people over here to our live program. You know, if you have questions, I guess I could answer them. I'm not necessarily in the high octane mode as of yet, and I guess I am thinking maybe it's because I want to just relax and take it easy and not jump right in so fast. And I'm still experiencing, I'm still enjoying in a weird way the cloud that is in my head in a sense of what's that word I'm looking for? Enjoying the fog. I'm not really enjoying it, but maybe I am. Anyway, we made a lot of progress yesterday. I really, and I think hopefully we'll do some more today, more progress on our mission. I'm still kind of stuffy. You can kind of get a sense I'm still stuffy. Anyway, so we can do a few things here. This morning, this afternoon. But most likely we'll just hang out here and hang out and talk to you. 818-528-4516. If you want to be in the chat room, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. Some of you guys who are supporters of the Patreon .com. Let me post that thing. If this really works, guys, they just sent me, I think, $23 yesterday, and at the moment I'm getting about $23 a month to do this program. Not my goal. Not nearly enough to stay afloat, but all little bits help. But what I'm trying to say is that your money, your dollar a month or more, actually does come my way. I do receive every month a little check from the Patreon people. So it's not like you're just throwing the money away. I actually got it. $23. All right. So that's exciting news, just to let you know. And we're back. We're back here on the program. I don't know why I'm stuck on the one camera shot. I guess, oh, I see. I guess it's because somehow it's not registering the other camera shot, because the other camera shot is screwed up. Why don't we hook that up? I got to hook up another camera, it looks like, because this camera that I thought would be the thing to use is not working. Also, with the 100 drawings, so we have some drawings that are available there for $1 from my, I guess it's kind of conceptual, or is that conceptual? I don't think I've ever really quite understood the word conceptual, or any of those art terms. Well, some of them I understand more. But I suspect that possibly the idea of doing 100 drawings in a day and posting them for $1, I don't know if it's conceptual. It might be more just kind of dumb. Dumb conceptual. That if you want to categorize me in some of the things I do, it would be called dumb conceptual. There is a dumb element to my ethos, if that's even appropriate to say. I guess it could be. I definitely do not care to mince words, crack an egg over your head. I'm more interested in getting to the point and limit the hyperbole. Though I enjoy hyperbole, as you well know at times. I actually enjoy linguistics, but I don't necessarily know correctly the meaning. Don't ask me what they mean. Half the time I do not know. But I have a recollection or an understanding, be it my own understanding of what a particular word means. All right, so though I suspect that a lot of you, a lot of us, are in the same boat. We don't necessarily really know the meanings of a lot of words that we use, or be it or namely the correct meaning. Anyway, I'm right over here, and I'm going to try to I'm going to take this camera offline so we can get 3 cameras going here, because this is lame. Take you off service. And we'll put another one just a little disappointed, I gotta say, with this camera. But maybe we'll use it for some other. Taylor, you're a conceptual photographer, yeah? But what if we put the term, what if we add dumb conceptual? Of course that's a negative. You apparently, but maybe that could be a positive. Probably not. That's no one would want to be labeled dumb conceptual artist. I'm a dumb conceptual artist. No, you're just a dumb conceptual artist. Or do you want to be a elitist? How about would you rather be a dumb conceptual artist or an elitist? Elitist conceptual artiste. I am an elitist conceptual artiste. Ponder those. Ponder that, if you may, if you must. All right. Anyway, 818-528-4516. So, what would you rather be? These are the questions here. You can't just be a conceptual artist. You have to put an adjective there, I guess. Maybe not. Okay, so we're going to streamline one of these new cameras. I guess I'm fed up with that new camera. Or I'll have to we'll try it again, but I'm going to take it off and put the other one in. That's all I got to do. And I'm used to the other one. We just kind of go that route. It's all right. But I'll say that I think if I had to choose, I would say that I'd rather be a dumb conceptual artist than an elitist conceptual artiste. I would have to say that. I feel comfortable in that. I'm not comfortable feeling elitist in any way. Well, I guess I do like the idea of being somewhat smart. I mean, I'm happy to be smart. I'm happy to think and be clever and all that. But I'm not really wanting to be smarter than thou either. Or I'm not interested in necessarily trying to one up you all on anything. I'm just trying to hang out here if it's possible. And I'm trying to get that second line in, which we're working on it. Let's see. Only happy thoughts here, says Taylor. I gotta say I'm feeling much better today than yesterday from the. I mean, it's just sneezing all day, and I think the sneezing had to do with just sort of being immersed around all this paint that we have here. Lord knows we have a lot of paint. Okay, so let's put this guy back up here. Back to square one. Sometimes you just have to go back to square one. And you can't let it, don't let it get to you. Retreat. Well, you must retreat once in a while, or actually all the time. Now, as a society, you don't want to admit to it. We don't want to admit that we retreated. We don't want to have to say that we failed. But it ain't such a bad deal to fail. A lot of great things happen from failing. All right. Let's put that in line here, and then now let's go ahead and put a new, somehow feed it with this, and I think we'll be ready to go possibly here sooner than later. Let's pull that off, put that in. Maybe I need to wrap this up. Let's wrap this so it doesn't get too bogged down. Okay, and we should be somehow, we're not plugged in. Let's see. Where are we at with this camera? Okay, the camera is on. All right, our camera is on. So where are we with that? Let's take a look. I believe we're getting the shot that we wanted. Yes, we are. Are we not? No. Wait a second. No, it's not working. Why is it not working? It's still not working. It's kind of working, but it's not working. Strangers in the night. Okay, let's see here. Out. Let's take our out and put it in here. Huh. Very interesting problem we're having today. And the problem is this, it looks like. The problem we have is my AD whatever is not reading things correctly. It's all of a sudden it stopped working. Crapola. S video in. That's an option too. I don't have an S video. Do I? Oh, I do. How do I do that? Let's see. Can I do S video? Let's see. Do I have an out? S video right. We could try the S video out. I don't know if I have one of those. Ah, crap. All right, so we don't have anything figured out again. We're back to square 5 here. At least we got the 2 cameras, and maybe we just go with that. But man, always perplexing to try to figure. You know, you wonder, well, why does it stop working? Like we put a new camera in, and it was working, and now it doesn't work, and now the stupid box, the converter doesn't work. It makes you wonder, well, just like the mixer got screwed up. Is square one a conceptual idea? I think I guess it could be. Oh man, pejorative. Wow. Wow, that's some elitist crap. That word pejorative, I think we could probably do without that word today, using that word. And I'm not necessarily advocating the dumbing down of art or the dumbing down of society or, burning books and all, but give me a break on some of that high convoluted nonsense, will you? But we need to have it. We got to have it. You got to have it, I guess. My whole thing though with art, in many respects, is that the people that have the keys to the cookie store, if you will, are the people that use the words pejorative all the time. That's sort of my beef. It seems, at least it seems, and I think there's more to art than convoluted essays that take you nowhere or take you to they take you somewhere. The minute you start talking about this kind of stuff, which I guess we inadvertently talk about here all the time here at Let's Paint TV. I mean, I'd rather not. But I am in a funk of sorts because I can't seem to get anything to work. Or at least I have a lot of stuff not working physically, mentally, and emotionally. All that stuff. But on top of it all, this damn technically. So it is a one large, gigantic, nothing's working kind of situation. Body, mind, and technical problems. It's the storm. It's the what do they call that? There's it's a tsunami. But we'll get through it. I think the thing we learned almost without fail is there is solace and peace of mind through movement and just doing stuff. Hard to hear you. Is that right? Hard to hear me? Do you still have that problem? I think at the time I was having the mic was not connected, so maybe that's the problem. Or I was not connected to the mic. Anyway, 818-528-4516, you want to call a problem. We are, in a weird way, going back to basics here with the show, I guess. Is that what we're doing? I don't really know what we're doing now. I'm completely flabbergasted with my direction. Part of me wants to try to figure out the technical nonsense, and I know deep down it's going to be fruitless. Oh, really? You watched you followed the transcript from yesterday's show? I wasn't really saying that much yesterday, was I? But in a pejorative sense, I was right on, wasn't I? But I feel like I was about to sneeze right there. No, I have not bothered with that kind of. There's so much stuff. There is just so much stuff out there to do and check out. Oh my God, what have we become? Why can't we just go back to being simple? Oh man. All right, we're halfway through the program, and now I'm starting to feel like a rain, a sinus rain of sorts, engulfing my head. A cloud bank of sinus. Drizzle. Now we could fight through it, which I guess I would and have or do and will. Or we can just enjoy the ride of what's happening, which is funky feeling, feeling like shit, and but does that have a lot to do with just sort of being exhausted physically from doing a lot of stuff, on top of just also in conjunction with the function junction? What's your function? Yes, in conjunction with having a cold, I believe that probably is the case. Maybe not certain where to go next, I guess. I will be going downtown to this thing called LA Live tonight and be painting, live painting, and I'm going to have a bunch of my fast food paintings available. So I'm going to do that. Little projects, enough to guys to feel productive, maybe. I could use some water. I need some water. I always catch myself half or through this program, and I realize I hadn't had any water, just a bunch of coffee, which I guess there is water in coffee. But I better let me go get some water here, and then maybe we'll go back to trying to fix this camera problem. What is going on with this camera? I don't understand why it doesn't work. I don't have a real good rationale for Zoe rationale. I don't have a good reason for why this is not working. Why? Why is that? What is going on? What is going on? I mean, we could just work it with just the two cameras. I mean, frankly, that's probably all we need. 2 cameras is fine. Yesterday I blew my nose exponentially. It was an infinity And lo and behold, today we just do not have that issue at all. But I do still have residual effects of some sort engulfing my head. No real other aches and pains for the most part. It's really just, it's one of those all in your head kind of things, mentally and physically, to such a point where you might consider just chopping your head off just to alleviate the pain. No, don't do that, guys, please. We want you here to keep going. They translated sneezes to like cheese. Cheese. I was talking about translations. I was on the phone with eBay just before we got on the air, and it's customer service, and I had a woman. I was polite. I didn't get upset at her. I tried to work it out with her, but she clearly was from another country, and usually I don't have the patience. And right away I say, can I get somebody, here in the United States? I need to talk to someone, because the vernaculars are such problematic. They just don't quite understand the English language as we understand it. It in some ways is not even their first language. Their first language is another language, and yet they're fielding these calls from us Americanos, gringos, or whatever, Occidentals. I don't know what they, Yanks. I don't know what they call us, but it's silly. It's silly in many respects. That I mean, how many times do you get any kind of good service from these kind of calls when you call another country? When do they ever actually make your problem go away, or not so much go away, but resolve the problem? I'd say zero. Basically zero. It just does not work. It sure seems like it. Seems very futile. But that's really what consumer customer service is really all about nowadays. Is this sort of, yeah, we'll take your phone calls. Sure, we'll take your phone calls, but we're gonna basically be the people up front. And I had this problem with working with the bank when I was trying to modify, the mortgage thing, that whole mortgage crisis. So that was also a clear case of, and this is where I got this idea, and I think it's very true. What customer service is today, when you actually talk to somebody, these are basically peons. They are little soldiers. They're the privates. They're first in line, and as such, they don't have any real knowledge to help you out and get whatever needs to be done correctly, and also correctly. Or just move it along in a. I mean, it's the classic thing where you just got to call back and get somebody else. Call back and get somebody, or have to take it to the someone above. Get someone who speaks English here in the United States, kind of deal. At least seems to be the case. All right, that's my my beef. I'm not going to spend all day getting upset about it. Though I guess we could. I'm tired of being upset about anything, frankly. You ever get tired of just wasting your energy on stuff about trying to be upset? It's like, again, I'm kind of tired of the tired of life. I guess just a little bit, just a little bit. But you get those moments, of I guess happiness, peace, clarity. Now, obviously, I think it would be good and pretty awesome if we could just sort of live in that world all the time. But at least for me, I don't get it all the time. But I get it enough, I guess, in some ways to keep going. I guess, I mean, in the optimistic sense. But it can be frustrating if you don't have that coming your way, at least just a little bit. Does not make you. I think that can be a bummer, for the most part. And we definitely don't want to be bummed out too much here. After all, we're trying to make our beds, make light of it all, exist. Had a little itch underneath my lip. Did you see that? We're a 2-camera family at the moment. I don't know what's going on with that third camera. Maybe that's just as well, frankly. You know, maybe I'm asking too much of myself with production quality and doing too much with the computer. Maybe we'll just go with the 2 cameras for now and just let it be. I mean, why rack your head? We spent all this time on this stuff. I painted. There's a shot of the tacos, the burger tacos, Batman tacos we did. I'll just kind of show them here. We did 6 of them. Oh, I was gonna get water, wasn't I? I was gonna get water. Okay, let me get. I need some water. Let me get some water here, guys. I really do need it. All right, we're back here. You're watching Let's Paint TV. Nothing's working, and yet things are working. See, that's the. I think that's the thing we got to realize is that or at least I need to understand that that things are working. Things are in play. For the positivity wise factor, and we just don't realize it. I think case in point, and this could be maybe somehow not fully understood, this thought here, but the whole because this is kind of going to get all political here, but we do venture into politics a little bit. But the whole this whole terrorism and connecting them, connecting terrorism with being Muslim and Muslim terrorist. Nothing really great about that, right? I mean, they definitely are, doing awful things, and in return, because we want to kill them, we also do awful things. There's collateral damage and all that. But one thing, and also the problem here is that we have an idea, a lot of us in the Western, non-Muslims are creating a thought bubble that Muslims are terrorists and we need to weed them out. So we blanketly say all Muslims are terrorists. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say, get to the point here, is that this whole terrorism thing with the Muslims and in the Middle East and all that, it seems like it's going on forever and ever and ever and ever, and it kind of has. But I do foresee that this whole thing will be played out at some point. Not necessarily in our lifetime, but I think it will dissipate to a point where people. Now, this is my optimistic thinking here. That this form of thought of sort of hatreds of Muslims and associating ultimately terrorism with Muslims will be a thing of the past. Now, when, I don't know, but like I said, but it's an evolution. This is an evolution, and so for the people that are participating in these terrorist acts, you look at where they're coming from. In many cases, they feel like their backs are against the wall. Maybe they're the tribal lords, they're whatever, or invading countries. Plenty of reasonings, to pick up the sword and fight. But a lot of it also comes down to the education that they're getting from propaganda. But anyway, so which leads them ultimately. That's what gets them going too. Anyway, this is sort of I see it as a last hurrah of the sort of this kind of battle. I'm being optimistic here. And you probably never really get rid of it entirely. If we go to the other side of religious zealots and religious fights in the name of the God or whatever Lord they're worshiping, you have to some extent some of that still going on in the name of Jesus, in the name of whatever God you might be worshiping, and there'll probably be some other new God out there to worship too. But I think the advancement, anyway, so I think as way back when, in biblical times, one would offer their babies, their firstborn, and like to the sun gods and all, these kind of almost, I hate to say word pagan because that's probably not the right word, but these kind of primitive ways of going about life. These ways of doing things will be a thing of the past. That's how I feel. And I'm being optimistic right now because I just came out of a cold, a sneeze attack, and I'm somehow feeling better. And I see birds flying around. Hey, I saw some birds here. So obviously I don't really know what I'm talking about. But I think there will be a time and day where we will, and it already is happening. We do have a better understanding of Muslims, and we, for the most of us, Westerners, non-Muslims, understand that Muslims are not all out to get us and this and that. But there clearly are these factions, but I think they're a dying breed. I really do. I mean, in a sense, even the things that they are doing now, where they're basically upsetting their fellow Muslims, that's right there. That's proof in the pudding right there. That's a turning point. I think when you have Jordan, full on saying, look, man, you guys are fucking up, then I think that's a good thing. Maybe. I obviously I don't know. It's complex. Plus you got Shiites and what are the other groups? You have the Shiite Muslims and you have the other guys. The whole Iran-Iraq war was all about that. That was Muslim versus Muslim, spy versus spy. And sadly, Western countries were behind that in many respects, or they were, and they, encouraged that. All right, heavy stuff. Okay, obviously I don't know nothing. Speculation here. Just trying to be optimistic with the world we live in today. Don't know if it's possible, both personal and and out there in the world. But swing. Okay, we're still working on the 2 camera shot. I'm happy with it. I'm gonna get over it. Revons, no, they're not painted on pizza boxes. They're painted on, thanks for the question, they're painted on, at the moment, cardboard that I gessoed. I gessoed the cardboard. But since I've brought the price up to, they're 8 by 10, 8 inches by 10. But since, and I have them listed on my Etsy store. Anyway, the price at the moment is $100. It might seem a little much, and considering I've had them as low as 20. Well, I don't really think I have to really worry too much about ISIS, in the sense of the things that they do has the whole rest of the world united against their demise. So, just a matter of time where they will be basically extinguished, dismantled in one way or the other. There's no doubt that kind of operation that is. Again, that kind of operation is going back a billion years in humanity, and I just don't see how that can sustain itself. It's found a vacuum. It's found a vacuum, and it's everyone. You know, it's Western culture. Everybody's the countries that run those operations runs. You know, it's everyone's fault in terms of the vacuum that had been opened up for that. But that is a fireball that at some point will fall, will not have any more fuel. It's like it's a fireball. You know, fire will keep burning, and it will burn a whole city down. It will burn a whole world down, but no, it doesn't, because it's got water. There's water. It stops. You have a fire line. You just need to put up a fire line on those guys. And you know, with technology, I mean, people you know, at the moment they are clearly you know, finding some sort of success, you know, sadly, for pretty much everyone's. Most people would probably concur on that, but at the same time, they you know, they are only a reformation, a reconstituted, you know, Taliban and other factions, you know, that have been floating around in the Muslim world for some time. But what I'm trying to say ultimately is this: that whole thing, that whole operation, that whole ISIS, it is like taking a caveman and bringing the caveman into the modern world. That's what ISIS, that's what the Taliban is. That's what those people in those developed regions are operating out of. They come from agricultural, you know, farming, tribal kind of state of mind, and then in conjunction, you then have modern technology. That's what it seems like to me. That's, you know, I'm on the outside here. I don't have any real full grasp of it all, but that's what it seems like to me. It is a region reckoning with modern times, and they're fighting their hardest to prevent their flock to becoming modern, to develop, and how do you do that? You control the women. You know, you keep them down, keep them in covered, all that kind of stuff. You know, you do draconian measures, stuff that people used to do way back when, thousands of years ago. But we still do this. I mean, you know, you brought up the Nazis. I mean, we're only 40 years or so many years ago from that. So we're, you know, you want to think that we are. I'd like to think. I think we all like to think that we have advanced and we're over it. But we're clearly not. As humans, we're not over this. It is kind of sad, actually. So is it a? I want to think that it has. But so yeah, so the Nazis. I mean, geez, that was a developed nation, a Western country. You know. So that had nothing to do with them being, you know, that was a mechanized, you know, industrial revolution kind of deal. Of course, they were hurting. They had been decimated by the after World War One, blah blah blah. It's a weird thing. Having just said all that stuff, obviously it is a lot more complicated. However, as we go on further as humans, as long as we are humans, I think we'll get. I guess the optimism in me wants to think that we could find ways to all get along, as Rodney King says. The other problem is overpopulation. So I guess maybe we set these things up just so that we can not have so many people, have wars. But that's ridiculous. That's who would think of that. But maybe someone's thought of that, or I've heard that before. I don't necessarily buy that thought. Hey, it's 12 o'clock, or it's just past 12, and that means that my time is up here on Let's Paint TV. We discovered that I still have some technical problems. But maybe we'll just have to go with the 2 camera shots and move on. I think that would probably be just fine. I don't think you guys are going to complain too much. My sound is fucked up. My head is fucked up. Just a little bit. Not enough to stop doing what I do, which is be here with you guys every day, Monday through Friday, 11 to 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. Pacific Standard. Still got a little head cold. I still got a head cold. Okay, I'm going to be live at LA Live. That's like the Staples Center. I got pulled in on this deal. It's some art event. They got $5 drinks. I don't know much more about it. I got to look at the paperwork, but it's from 6 to 10 tonight. And I'm going to have my artwork there, and I'll be painting live. So if you're around and you want to see me in person, I guess that's where I'll be. Hopefully I'll feel not any worse than I feel now. Worse than I am now, or I'll feel better. Hopefully I'll feel better. Anyway, you've been watching Let's Paint TV. Thanks again for hanging out. I was going to say, yeah, the Batman tacos, I'm going to start making them on canvas boards so that it feels a little more precious. Frankly, I don't see the difference, but I think people will appreciate a better quality product material-wise. But I still question that, because it's not necessarily. It's a deception, frankly, but we won't get into that. Except for that, if you gesso your cardboard, 3 coats of gesso on cardboard is better than canvas wrapped over a piece of cardboard that has only maybe 1 or 2 coats of gesso that like a machine made. You see what I'm saying? There really is no difference, but people like. They like to see that. They think that that's better, and I don't believe it is. Maybe it is. All right, back to square one, Huff. We'll see you again on Monday. Yeah, see, yeah, ISIS is all fucked up. I mean, But you know, you have other countries. You have the countries that are fighting ISIS have people in those countries joining ISIS, which is kind of scary too. But nevertheless, and that's going to be an ongoing thing, obviously, and there will be more acts of terrorism also on Western soil. You know, because that's their high. That is obviously something that they would. Those are great possibilities for you know, for them. So that there's, you know, or at least they'll keep trying that. So. You know, we hated the Japanese and the Germans. Maybe not as much the Germans in a weird way, because there's already a lot of Germans in the United States. Though that must have been a weird thing. We didn't round up the Germans. Isn't that interesting? We didn't round up German Americans, did we? But we did round up the Japanese. It was easier to do, obviously because of the visual aspect of a Japanese person looking considerably different than a German American, which could easily look like a French American or a Irish American or a English American, or potentially. But anyway, we're all good friends now, aren't we? I'm not saying we're going to be best friends with everyone out there in those countries where they've been having war, various forms of war for the past 50 plus some odd years, and probably more so. How long have these wars been going on? I mean, not even mentioning the war with Israel and their surrounding wars. Or so it seems, you know, war-torn environments. All right, my time is up, and thanks again for being here. We didn't get any painting done. We didn't do shit. We talked. We hung out. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow on the program. I mean, on Monday. And I'll keep. We'll keep trying over here on my end. You guys keep trying too. We'll see you Monday. Or if you want, we'll see you tonight. Also, there's an opening at Blackstone tomorrow night that I'll probably be there too. Okay, see you guys there. Bye.